Hey guys, welcome back. Today I want to talk to you guys about this book titled TheShack, written by W.M. Paul Young. So I read this book a while back while I was younger, but I just again reread it because I saw that they were making a movie out of it, and I like to read the books before I watch the movie. We started reading this book, and I think it's really good. You know what I mean? It's a little bit confusing. Well, I'll just give you background about it. So it starts out with Mackenzie Phillips. He is the dad, and his daughter, they go on a little trip, and his daughter actually gets kidnapped, and they're unable to find her, but they do find evidence that she's been killed in a shack in the forest. So that's why this is titled The Shack, because he ends up going back to the shack. He gets a letter from Papa, which is God. His wife Nan calls him Papa though, so that's what they call him the whole time in this book. But it's a little bit confusing just because I guess they break God into three different people, and he comes to Mackenzie as actually three different people. They do teach him, they help him deal with his grief over losing Missy, and it's kind of hard for him because, as of course, it's going to be hard losing somebody and you want somebody to blame even though there's nobody to blame. But it's really a religious book, and it's kind of like a hard subject to talk about, just because even in my family, when we come up and we talk about all the bad things in life and why does God let bad things in life happen, and in this book it kind of explains the same way that I kind of feel, is that God doesn't really control people. He created them, but he gives them free will, and they make their decisions, and their sins are their own punishment. They have to deal with their punishment. And Mackenzie has to come to terms with that. Even though it's hard, he goes through some hard memories that he has to go through in order to come to that conclusion. But I did really enjoy the book. I started reading it with Brenda, and then she gave up on it. But I did really enjoy it. We did watch the movie together. It's titled the exact same thing. It's titled The Shack. She did watch the whole thing, and again, she was kind of confused about Papa being three different people, and that's to be expected. But each individual person that he became actually helped us understand more why he did what he did. But the book was really close. The movie was actually exactly to the book, and I do really like that again, because I'm one of those people. I know they say that when you read the book you shouldn't exactly expect the movie to be exactly like the book. However, I still can't get that out of my mind. But I did really enjoy it, and I do recommend it if you're struggling with anything difficult in your life. It does help you feel better about things and make you realize that you don't have control over everything, and yeah. So once again, it's titled The Shack, written by W.M. Paul Young, and I would definitely recommend it. Until next time, enjoy the adventure.